So now that we got the click and the drums set up in the template, let's configure some other instruments that will help with composing. Again, I'm going to make a copy of Xpand by Alt or Option dragging because I want a bass guitar in my template. There we go, let's go with a fingerless. And because Xpand is so versatile, I'm going to make one more copy and call up a tremolo suitcase piano patch right here. Oh yeah, oh yeah. That sounds amazing. Now what about synthesizers? Well, let's call up Hybrid. Now Hybrid is again from the Advanced Instrument Research Group, and Hybrid comes as part of the Music Production Toolkit. And this is an amazing expansion bundle for either Pro Tools LE or for Empowered. Now Hybrid sounds great, so I'm going to make a copy again. And all you're doing is putting together a selection of sounds that are going to help you whenever you want to compose music. I'll finish the template off with a third-party plugin, Stylus RMX, from Spectrasonics. Now remember that all Pro Tools systems support RTAS and Audio Suite, and Pro Tools HD systems also support TDM plugins. You want to name your tracks as you go along because that will help you identify which tracks you're working with when you start composing. You can see the names. Those names are also reflected in the track list here. So let's hide the click and drop our first memory locator. I want to store these 7 instruments. Memory locations can be used to recall edit selections across tracks, important locations within your session, or track settings like I'm doing here. Now we can go ahead and configure the reverb and the delay. And we do that with our auxiliaries. So I'm going to start with a Deverb. Now Deverb comes free with all Pro Tools systems as part of the DigiRack plugin collection. Now auxiliary 1 will get fed via bus 1 and 2. So when I put a send on my drums, I need to send that to bus 1 and 2. Check it out. You can change the reverb setting, maybe to a room. Bring down the decay, make it short. And then bring down the master send till it's just about right. Now we configure the delay in exactly the same way, but we're using auxiliary number 2. I'll just call up a preset. And this time, auxiliary 2 will be fed from bus 3 and 4. Now here's a tip. You may want to go to the I/O section and rename your buses to reflect something more familiar, like reverb and delay. And this way, when you add a send to a track, you'll be dealing with names, not bus numbers. So I'm going to keep this send down at 0. And now I want to make a few copies of all the sends, so I'm going to hold down Alt or Option and just copy them exactly the same way we did with plugins, one there, and make a couple of copies of the delay. So let me hide all the tracks and show only the auxiliaries and the master. Then I'm going to drop one more memory locator and give it a name. In the next video, we'll make a few adjustments to the template and then I'll show you how to save it.